second quarter Thunder roll. Nuggets, they tried their best.
Yeah, they
tough spot.
They let go of the rope a bit too.
The guy's on one hamstring.
Well, not him. 1.5 hamstrings.
I kept waiting for a run.
Yeah, it never showed up.
It never felt like it was going to happen. A lot of it is because of the blue T-shirts. Weird. Subway
Much
Series.
better, by the way.
Tie 2-2. 2 men on in the 8th. Play at the plate. Alonso.
Oh, what the hell?
This is not a good throw. So then they lose the lead, and then a few batters later, Cody Bellinger steps up with the bases loaded. No, this one goes gone. Tied with Aaron Judge for the most grand slams since 2017.
Basically the exact same thing that happened to the Yankees in the World Series. Double miss. Yeah.
Can't throw the ball. Yeah.
Same stakes.
Fielding is important.
Wonderful. Yankees win. Twins have won 13 in a row, but down 2 in the 8th with 1 on against the Brewers. Lewis drives this one, but Jackson Chourio with catch of the year.
Catch.
Brewers win, end the Twins winning streak.
I don't dislike the Twins.
That's
the AL Central's too good.
They were wrong.
Tigers and Twins Royals won 16 of 18, made up like no ground because Tigers and Twins won't lose.
Weird. Let's head to 16 at the PGA Championship. We're looking at Wyndham Clark here as a +3. He drives this one and he just throws his club and breaks it, and the ball goes into the sand. We don't do too much golf here, but anytime people are throwing temper tantrums, I try to get in the show.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
Game 7 was such a blowout. Mid-third quarter, this went to the main TV.
Wow.
I love golf. But this went to the main TV. It was sub-TV, main TV.
Wyndham finished tied for 50th. Scotty Scheffler wins. And final weird. We're back-to-back Indy champion Joseph Newgarden taking a jog because of the aforementioned flagging of his car for a technical violation. All 3 Penske cars. We're going to start in the 4th row. See that right there where the yellow line is? They filled that part in. You're not allowed to fill that part in. So he gets penalized. This morning, Brew, they're like, you know what, guys? You're going to start in the 4th row. And they looked at it and said, you know what? It's like having a parent that gets even more mad the more they think about it. Now you're going all the way to the back.
Went from the 4th row to the 11th row.
Those are just unilateral decisions.
Well, yeah, and so, but this also essentially ends his chance at winning.
Not necessarily.
Necessarily.
No one has ever won starting from 30 seconds.
What's the last row somebody's won from?
Stand by. I have
no way to tell.
In 1936, Louis Meyer
1936
was 28th. Well, it's all relative.
He started in 28, and he started in 37.
1974, 25th.
Yeah.
It's not.
That's 50.
Johnny Rutherford.
Bro, I know it feels like 1974 is recently. This was 51 years ago.
Yeah. It wasn't that long ago.
But still, it's all relative. It's all, it's like bad.
I remember Johnny Rutherford.
That's weird and wonderful from the national pastime. Friend of the show, Ian O'Connor, who wrote the book on Aaron Rodgers, literally, thinks Aaron will be suiting up for the Steelers soon. If I had $100 to put down, times are tough for Ian. My feeling is he'll be in uniform June 20th.
June 10th, it says.
June 10th for the start of mandatory mini camp. I don't know about OTAs, May 27th. I think the word mandatory after what he went through last year, he missed the practices, he went to Egypt. He took so much grief for that I think he will honor that. And my suspicion is Mike Tomlin has given a verbal sign-off to that already. Your reaction?
My reaction is for the second straight year, Aaron Rodgers is going to be the only guaranteed starting quarterback who's not participating in his team's full offseason, and I think it's silly.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think that, I don't know why the Pittsburgh Steelers are abiding this other than just true, full desperation, the likes of which is unbecoming. And I don't understand why, when they met with Aaron Rodgers, they wouldn't call his bluff. That was obviously a bluff. He wants to play quarterback. There are no seats left available. And why they wouldn't tell him, hey man, we'll meet you halfway. We won't. Even if the craziest thing happens and a guy like Shedeur Sanders slips all the way to round 4, we won't take him. We won't, use a premium pick on a quarterback. What we want in return is for you to be here for the whole offseason. And they clearly didn't I don't think he's going to be there in 8 days and practicing. Maybe he's there for the mandatory minicamp. And in general, because I'm pro-union and pro-player, I don't like that we in the media treat the OTAs as mandatory when they're not. I think if there's one position where it's fair to treat them like they're mandatory, it's starting quarterback, because every other starting quarterback treats them like they are. And so I just think it's if you had any reason to believe this was going to work out and he was going to be different, it was going to have, this has not been an offseason to fill you with optimism about it.
Look, I get why Pittsburgh's doing it. You can't enter the season with Mason Rudolph as your quarterback. You just can't. All right, so I understand what you're saying, and I understand why Pittsburgh would do it. Okay, we've got no other choices, and they don't want to just throw in the towel. Even with Rudolph, they're probably not bad enough to get, right there at the top of the draft. But I have come to feel, based on last year with the Jets, when Aaron Rodgers, and this might sound funny, but outside of his trip to Egypt, was all in. When he got with the Jets, he was all in seemingly in every way outside of the trip to Egypt. I mean, he was at, these practices he didn't have to be at. He was, putting it on his shoulders. I want to bring a Super Bowl here, embracing the city, all of that. And they still won 5 games. He had Garrett Wilson and Devontae Adams later.
Can I push back on it? Like remember Huggate with Saleh?
Well, that was once the season started.
Oh, okay.
And I also think that was perhaps misinterpreted. I said that at the time. I don't know. I don't know that he didn't like Saleh.
Fired.
Yeah, but I don't think that was on Rodgers. I mean, the reporting was that it wasn't on Rodgers. Some said it was. Okay. I think we read a lot into things that weren't there. The bottom line is this. It didn't work out. They had 5 wins. And the last 2 years that he's played full seasons, 1 in Green Bay, 8-9, 5-12 with the Jets. He's been 13-21. And I think this is going, I don't hope I'm right. I don't really care. I love Mike Tomlin. I generally like the Steelers. I don't necessarily want this to be true, but I think this is going to be their first losing season under Mike Tomlin with Aaron Rodgers at quarterback.
Coming up next, a team that knows what they're doing, the Patriots.
Really?
I don't know. You see the schedule?
Yeah.
Hasn't been that long. We won a Super.
Has anyone seen my other flip-flop?
Where on earth is this thing?